welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a worth the buy or nah review on the very highly requested It Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. So I actually already have toner on and my serum, and I'm not gonna go with moisturizer because this is like a tinted moisturizer, so it's gonna have all the ingredients and all the effects that the It Cosmetics cream has, the moisturizer. I think it's like Confidence in a Cream or something like that. It's a really good product. I actually have the little travel size, which I carry with me whenever I am on the go, and it feels so nice on the skin. So it has that in here, so I'm not gonna go with moisturizer. I'm just gonna use this because this is more for like on the go, to go product. This does retail for $39, and when you open it, you get, I think you get a full, yes, you get a full ounce, and this does have sunscreen of 50+. You guys know that It Cosmetics is known for their awesome products, especially like skincare products are so good. But I'm really excited they came out with this full coverage moisturizer, and I'm excited to see what it does. And we can go ahead and get started. So I am pretty much gonna do one side with my sponge and the other side with a brush and see how it holds up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump this out. I think this color will be good. So this is what it looks like. It is definitely more like a moussey consistency. It looks a little bit more thicker than some other tinted moisturizers that I've tried, but I think that it definitely feels like it will be more of a fuller coverage tinted moisturizer. And it smells just like the cream that they offer, like the moisturizer. So we're gonna start. Yes, this color is good. It does have kind of like a luminous finish. Not too luminous, but you can see some radiance right here. It does feel very hydrating. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in this area because I feel like I could build it up a little tiny bit more, especially with my redness. I don't know why, but my redness this weekend has been a little bit more intense than it usually is, and I think that's because of the weather. It's been like really hot for like 2 days, and then it got really cold. So you can see the big difference here. Redness full on display, covered my redness completely now. I do have to say I would go in with perhaps a layer and a half to cover completely the redness if that's an issue for you. If it's not, I think with one layer you're gonna be fine. Like if your skin is super evened out, don't have any redness, don't have any like scarring or anything like that, I think it'll be good to go. So now I'm gonna take the rest of the product and I'm going to be applying it on this side with my brush. And for brush, I'm just gonna be using my Delium Tools Precision Kabuki brush, and we're just gonna go to town. So as you can see, this product does have radiance off the bat. Like on my skin, the radiance is there. So if you're somebody that doesn't want like kind of like radiance, or you don't want it to look like dewy, I feel like this may not be great for you. But I feel like for somebody that's looking for kind of like a dewy finish, I think this is good because I'm seeing a little bit of like oils peek through. So we are just going to have to use a little bit of powder to set it. I think the color is good though. So I think it covered the redness right away with the brush better than with the sponge. With the sponge, you need to add a little bit more. With the brush, I feel like it's completely covered. And you were able to cover it up like super duper fast. So I would say if you're looking for more of a full coverage out of this product, I would go in with a flat kabuki brush. So I'm gonna be using my Patrick Star translucent powder, and I'm just gonna set in those little smile lines. I don't wanna go all over because I still have to apply my concealer. But we just kind of want to get rid of that shine because it was pretty shiny. I'm just going to bring the mirror really close so I can see how this looks on the skin. So I have to say it looks very fresh. Even though I applied the powder, it still looks like skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing like a layer of something on top. But I think because the product is so hydrated and there's so much hydration on the skin right now because of the Bye Bye foundation, I can see that it works well with powder. So don't be afraid to use a little bit of powder in case you want to dab off some of that excess oil that may be peeking through the tinted moisturizer. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to give you guys my first official impressions of how this wears with my other makeup and then we can go ahead and start our day and decide if this It Bye Bye foundation is worth a buy. So stay tuned. Okay, so I am back. It has been probably around 45 minutes since I last saw you guys. I went ahead and just did simple makeup. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and talk about this tinted moisturizer by It Cosmetics. So I really quickly do want to say though, I feel like it's definitely more of a medium coverage. Like it builds up to be fuller coverage. Like I mentioned earlier, if you use it with a brush, you definitely notice more of that fuller coverage look right away, as opposed to using a sponge, which kind of absorbs a little bit of the product. Now I have to say, this tinted moisturizer blends so well with my products. I put on a little bit of concealer on my under eyes. I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is a thicker consistency, and it blended out perfectly. I also did some KKW Beauty bronzer, and that blended out really, really well. It looks so good on the skin with the tinted moisturizer that I am super impressed. It didn't like pull apart any of the product. And then I also went ahead and baked my bronzer, and I baked my under eyes because I did not want any of that creasing, and baking really helps. And it does not look like cakey or heavy. You guys saw that I did go ahead and set some areas with my powder, and it worked just as fine. And I'm really impressed that it didn't get cakey. So I would say if you want something that's gonna work well with baking your face, then this is a really good tinted moisturizer for that. Now, my only issue was that I did feel like there was a lot of radiance when we first were on camera and I first applied it. I just felt like it was a little bit way too much for me. So that's when I went ahead and set it with powder, as you guys saw, and it definitely made a difference. Now the product looks really good on the skin. I feel like it has a nice consistency. It doesn't look like it's dewy or anything. It just looks normal. I also want to address the fact that this only has 12 shades, and I do feel like the shades are kind of like wonky. I would love to see It Cosmetics come out with a bigger range of shades, because they have awesome products, especially if you're really into like skincare and protecting your skin and having products that are going to really help and benefit your skin. Then I would definitely want them to expand their line so that they can fulfill more colors, because I just feel like they're still lacking a little bit. Like it looks so good. It looks like skin really, really close. It's not breaking apart. Like usually I break apart right here, and it's not breaking apart whatsoever. It looks like really nice skin. And that's something that I like, is when it looks like skin. But now we're gonna have to see how it works for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with my day, and I will be back at the end of the day and see how it keeps up with my oils and see if it breaks apart. Just all those fun things that we like to investigate for our end of the day check-in. So I'll be back later and let you guys know if the It Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation is worth the buy or not. So far, I do like it. There are some little issues with it, but for the most part, it looks really good on the skin. And it's, now that I have everything together, I'm like, girl, you look fine. Like this looks really nice. Okay, so I am back. It is now the end of the day, and I am wiped. I'm so ready to just go to sleep and get some rest. I actually have a really early SoulCycle class tomorrow morning, so I might just need to go to bed so that I can be ready for tomorrow. But I have to say, this looks really good. There's very minimum like oil peeking through, and it's mainly right in this area, which is pretty normal for me. That's usually where I get like a little bit oily. But it looks so good as a whole. Like I am so impressed. Like, as I was watching the footage from the previous clips when I was editing earlier today, it looked like my skin was just filtered. Like it looks so good. It reminds me a lot of my favorite foundations, which are the Huda Beauty Faux Filter right here, and also the LA Girl Pro Matte. It's like a tinted moisturizer version of that. Now I did go ahead and take some flash pictures, and it ended up looking just fine. I would say my only concern, to be honest, is that I feel like I could go a shade up, and I feel like it would be more of a perfect match. I feel like this one is just a little bit lighter than what I am. So maybe I'm gonna exchange it, or maybe I'll just keep it. I don't know. I just feel like it's a tad bit lighter. Something else that I also thought about is I feel like sometimes my more mature skin ladies have trouble picking out a foundation that will really suit their skin, because I know that sometimes the skin can get dry or sometimes it can break apart just because of the elasticity of the skin. So I feel like if you're looking for something like foundation, this will be really good for you if you're more of that mature skin and you feel like nothing works, like it's too dry, it's too thick. I feel like this is a good consistency because it has more of that moisture in it. It has some luminosity. I personally do love the whole anti-aging situation because I'm 22 years old and I love having something that can start to prep my skin for the anti-aging process. Also, some days when I'm just in a rush and I'm quickly doing my makeup, I want a product that's gonna have a good amount of SPF, because that is so important, especially with anti-aging. It matters a lot. And I know sometimes some of us are too lazy to go ahead and do the sunscreen first and all that. I feel like we generally think, oh, sunscreen when you go to the beach or when you're outside. But honestly, you need to have sunscreen all the time. So to have something already built in that has so much SPF is always a fantastic thing. So I think that IT Cosmetics did good with this, because people that have dry skin and normal skin that don't need to have like a matte finish, they can still get that radiance from this. And then people that have my type of skin type, which is oily skin, if you do feel the radiance, you can just go ahead and add some powder and kind of powder your skin up, and it's gonna hold up well, because this is with the powder, it's still holding up very well and it's not breaking apart. But this tinted moisturizer handled the powder so well. I think this is definitely worth the buy. I think you need to check this out at your local Ulta or even on IT Cosmetics website, because they really did the damn thing with this tinted moisturizer. Like, I feel like my skin looks the best it's ever looked with a tinted moisturizer. And you guys know that I raved about the YSL and I still like it. I've actually been using it every single day until I just got this one. So I don't know. YSL, you're amazing, but this one is coming for you. But there's something about this finish that I'm getting from the IT Cosmetics that's just giving me major life. Like, so much life, the sunscreen, and knowing that my skin has like anti-aging protectants on it is just like, yes, give it to me, take my money, IT Cosmetics, you have won my heart. So those are all my thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you guys go to Ulta or on IT Cosmetics website and try this Bye Bye Foundation Tinted Moisturizer, because it's looking so beautiful and it's been a long day. So when something still looks great like this and it's been a long day, that's when you know you need to go to the store and pick this up, because I'm looking fresh and I'm looking like I should be going somewhere right now, even though I'm not. So that's it. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to thumbs it up. Lets me know to continue doing my worth it buy or not videos. If you guys have any other suggestions for future foundations, tinted moisturizer, any product that you want me to review, please go ahead and leave them down below in the comment section. I have the Cover FX foundation coming this week. Hopefully on Tuesday it will be up. And what else do I want to say? I think that's it, besides the fact that if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because I would love for you to be a member of our family here on YouTube. I wouldn't want you guys to miss any of my videos for the world, because I always bring you the best reviews and the best hookups. So just stay tuned, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.